My people, it's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today we're doing a live price update of BTC to the USD and showing you how you can profit off the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of humanity. So without further ado, let's make it do what it do. If this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as the Crypto Trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you'll soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So before we jump into it, I'm going to be giving away free Bitcoin every Friday. This video is going to be uploaded on Tuesday. Every Friday, you got a chance to win some free BTC compliments of the boy BK. So all you need to do, first way you can win is text JOIN, JOIN, to 202-988-1079. And when you do that, you'll receive like a little automatic notification and you will be entered. Every Friday, a new winner will be selected from this population. In addition to that, the good old-fashioned engagement. Just leave a comment on a video, right? So Friday, I'll come on, I'll pick somebody from the text in group, and I'll pick a comment. A random video that I uploaded that week, I'll go to a random comment, bam! You win some free BTC compliments of the boy BK. This is my way to get you guys involved, get you guys engaged, and also let you know when I'm putting out some new content. I do think this is value. You know, I'm taking my time to make it, you know, and hopefully it helps you to make money and change your life the same way it has done for me. So if you find this as valuable content, again, subscribe, turn the notifications on, click the thumbs up button one time, and let's go ahead and make this money. So this is the video, the chart I made in my last video. Essentially, Bitcoin is on a nice little compression, you know, from all-time high, maybe not all-time, yeah, it was all-time high, 72,000, you know, back over the spring, and since then, we're down about 56,000, right? A retracement, you know, 20-30% to the down. In the last video, I kind of showed you how these different waves were happening in BTC, but also more so how this point right here was really prominent in determining this cycle. This is a nexus point. We take the breakdown, which came about 17,000. Bitcoin was $17,000, y'all. Like, goodness gracious. Like, that was January of 2023, 17.5. Get it for the low. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy said he had them for 17.5. You could have got your Bitcoin for 17.5. Crazy, right? Now, people panicking because it's only 56,000. You know what I'm saying? Came from 75, went up to 75. Came from 17.5, went up to 75, and now it's down to 56, right? But these are the levels. This is, again, a nexus point. Breakdown to breakout, right? Do a quick Fibonacci, boom, cap out between the 4.6 and the 4.2, and now we're looking to hopefully consolidate north of this 3.2 up here. That's at 52,000. To be honest, I don't know if we'll be able to hold that. It would have to be a pretty sharp landing for this thing to dovetail at 52. We would have to see Bitcoin, you know, start to do something like that really, really fast. Otherwise, you know, this thing is going to be like water and continue flowing in the direction from which it came. And that will put us down right around 45 to 43, right? This pattern still isn't going to be filled out, you know, before the next few months. So this is a multi-month pattern. One of the things we got to remember about Bitcoin is, these patterns happen, but they happen over the course of 3, 6, 9, 18 months. Even when we look backwards, and that's why I referred to this point in the chart right here as the nexus point, because even when we look backwards, say we take that point and we go from the breakdown area, right, right here, right, it still has continuity with this chart, because again, you can still see that we still capped out right there, the 2.2 to the 2.4, and now again, we are looking to catch north of that 1.6. As you can see at this chart, it's a lot more drastic. I don't think that's going to happen right away. So you look to say, okay, well, where's the next part of this chart that you can catch at? This thing is showing all the way down at the 1.0, which is 40,000. So you have almost critical support at 40. But I showed you in this last video, we have this point right here, which is kind of like a little hook in the chart. Like when you go in on that left-hand side, how that little hook happened right here, right? That'll give you some support, like a bounce, a buyback zone for some of the big players. But to be honest, I think this thing is going to oversell the whales. Whales are coming in strong, coming in hot. At 47,000, anything below 45, the whales are going to be buying very, very steeply. But I think you'll see this chart bottom out as low as 43, right? 43 is kind of like this critical support area. You got major, major, major support right here. So when you do have, a 1, 2, 3 wave, it probably comes back down to makes 4, right? That's the most natural pattern for this thing to happen. So if you go back and look all the way down, right, this thing really did a complete cycle. And if it falls to this level, right, same thing on the left hand side, same thing on the right. If it falls to this level, you can kind of see that it's really just making one nice clean little step up wave. And that's all Bitcoin does, is it just creates these waves on waves on waves on waves. And eventually, this thing just creates an entirely new cycle. But I think this right here is kind of like the point you always want to keep in mind. This was the beginning of Bitcoin's epic rally, 2023. But now we're on a multi-month correction. And so we look to see, okay, well, where did the chart kind of capitulate, at these different levels that are already baked into the design, have resonance with this current flow. And that's what we see, cap out at 72, retrace to 54. If it crashes through that, then we look to definitely have some nice strong consolidation between 43 and 45. Multi-month policy, but it just gives you time to buy Bitcoin and accumulate it. I think one of the biggest reasons I try to do these videos is to remind people and let people know that Bitcoin is the most valuable financial vehicle ever invented, right? Right now, Bitcoin is on sale for $56,000. If you wanted to get, and that's a brand new Bitcoin. That could be like fresh off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Like just came from the miner straight to you. 54K, no problem, right? But if we wanted to look at a 2024 Mercedes MERC, 2024 Mercedes Benz, how much is these things running for now? Did they even tell you on the front page? Of course not. Why did I even look there? I need to just say price. Right? This is somewhere north of like 50K, especially if you're talking about a CLK. No, not the CLK, the SLK. Look at that, 57. There you go right there, right? So Mercedes-Benz CLE, right, starts at $57,000. Bitcoin is on sale for 56. So, you know what I'm saying? You buy you a Bitcoin and you ain't even got to mark it down on deflation, right? Because inflation go take care of you in the long run. One of the things you always want to remember, Bitcoin is up, as I just told you not too long ago, January 17th of 2023. You could have got it for the low as 17.5, right? Now, sitting north of 52, 54, right? But year to date, even in 2024, this thing is still up 26%. This is from USA Today as of July 8th. And it says Bitcoin current price 56,000, right? 5-day return not looking too good, but guess what? Year to date, as of January 1st, 26, 1 year is 88%. You ain't gonna match that on Wall Street, right? And with decentralized finance, you actually own the equity tied to your money, right? You can have a paper stock in Walmart and not even get paid out if the company liquidates itself, because common stock don't get preference over a higher bracket, higher tier. So if you buy stock in Apple on Robinhood, there's no guarantee you go even get paid out if the company goes into liquidation, right? So it's just a huge house of cards. But this is a viable alternative, right? And USA Today has done a pretty good job of beginning that conversation and letting people know that this is indeed a viable asset to purchase for what? Long-term growth. Right? Maybe in the next month, as I just showed you, between now and September, Bitcoin might go down another 30%. But guess what? That just means it's on sale, right? And this is the best chance you have to liberate yourself from the financial turmoil, that which is fiat currency. One of the other things I wanted to let you guys know about is GDP, right? Nominal GDP. I try to introduce economic terms that they talk about on the news. That way people could have some type of correlation as to what does this even mean? Why does it matter? Why is it important? GDP, the total value of all goods and services produced in a given time period, less the value of those made during the production process. Essentially, it is the economic impact that any given region, i.e. country, has with respect to the rest of the world, right? So, it's like if you take the GDP of America, and that's basically all of the money it produced minus all of the money it took to produce it. It's the net profit, another way of saying the economic impact, the profit, the gain of that particular country, right? When we look at the GDP of the world, right now, it's saying that these are the top 15 countries in the world, right? And let's talk about previous chart. See if we grab that real quick. There it goes right there. This is the one a lot of people refer to. It kind of shows how the different countries, how their GDP relates to each other in size. As you can see, the elephant in the room is the US of A. Uncle Sam is great at spending money. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does best. China, Japan, India, Germany, and then you have a lot of the EU, and then over here in orange you have some of South America stepping up. But this is the big elephant, right? You got United States, China, India, and then a lot of other smaller players, right? Russia's in the middle, right? But one of the things I wanted to talk about is even in this chart, you have other players that are stepping up that really haven't been there ever, right? And this is their rank, right? In 1 year, India went from number 7 to number 3. Russia went from 15 to 6. Indonesia, how many people on CNN talking about the Indonesian economy right now? Not too many, right? Has a GDP of 3.5 trillion. I say all that to say that Bitcoin is a global product. It has utility in all of these countries, right? And so we have an opportunity to correlate the economic impact of decentralized technology or decentralized finance, DeFi, as it impacts the global economy. The GDP of the world economy is 136 trillion with a T, dollars, right? Basically means the world spends 136 trillion a year. The global market cap of crypto, every crypto ever invented, Bitcoin included, is only 2 trillion. I remember I was doing a video when the market cap crossed 1 trillion. That was huge. You have some companies, like individual companies, that have more of an economic impact on the world than the entire crypto portfolio, right? Apple, is one of those companies. Amazon is one of those companies, to where their valuation is more than $1 trillion, more than $2 trillion. Apple becomes the first company to hit $3 trillion, right? The entire crypto market still doesn't even cast a shadow on what Apple does. But guess what? It's all coming back to the blockchain, right? And this is your chance to profit, because $2 trillion is literally a drop in the bucket when you talk about the economic impact that blockchain technology will have on the world 20 years from now. Everything is going to run through blockchain, right? Or some Web3, novel, yet to be determined protocol. Blockchain is really just the predecessor. It's like the internet, for civil utility, right? You got finance, got its own internet. Bitcoin was the first one. You got governance. Nobody's even talked about that, but they still counting votes down in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? This problem could have been solved 10 years ago on blockchain, but they said we got to do mail-in IDs. They need people to drop their blood on the voters' booth. You don't even know what's coming next. Blockchain solves all of this, right? And $2 trillion is just a drop in the bucket when you have some companies that, don't even bat their eye at that kind of valuation over the course of a decade, right? As I mentioned, Benz, you know what I'm saying? If you want to drop 57 on a C-class Benz, hey, more power to you. But, you know what I'm saying? I would much rather, even in this downturn, I would much rather put it on the blockchain, because over time, this is going to reward much more prosperity to your overall well-being. So that is my message for you. If you appreciate this good word, I most certainly do appreciate you. Hit that thumbs up button for me. It really does help YouTube, get this video out to more people. And again, don't forget, I'm giving away free Bitcoin. That's how I built this channel back in the day. So we're going right back, to what put us on top in the beginning, and that's giving the good word out to the people and showing y'all some love on the way. So leave a comment. Every video is another chance to win. And also text join to 202-988-1079, and you will automatically be entered to win some free Bitcoin. So with that being said, everybody, it's that time of the day. Signing out. Boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player one time. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss. Armed.